What's up guys, PDC here, and today I've got a different type of video. I mean, I've done one of these before. It's gonna be a PDC talks about XYZ, and today I've decided I would do one of these because I wanted to about something that I thought was important that I wanted to talk about with you guys. Now I don't know how long the people who are gonna watch this video, because I don't believe that many people are really gonna watch it because it's not really a Pokemon. Well, it's a Pokemon-related thing. It's just not going to be me playing Pokemon or building or analyzing the game. But about a year ago, a bit over a year ago now, year and a half probably, and probably longer for one of them, I have two videos that I would like to talk about that I kind of regret making, and I still get comments on these. These are probably two of my most popular videos I've ever made. My most popular video is the one I'll talk about first, because I feel like almost everyone would know about it. It's the Rant on Pokemon video, which I made about Villicify. Now, I'm gonna just say this, get it out the way, because I don't think I need to really go ridiculously in-depth about these videos. It was just basically on Villicify attacking Smogon, and the video itself, it was pretty immature of me. It was pretty stupid of me to make. And I'll admit, part of it was kind of contrived in that I think I got way more angry than furious, livid than I actually was, just for the sake of kind of making a point that what you're saying is ridiculous. And I would definitely like to apologize for that, because I think that was not constructive, it was just destructive. Wow, wordplay. And I do want to say sorry for that. Not like I expect Villicify to watch this video. I just expect people who, may have said this is immature, this is stupid. You're probably right. You are right. But you're especially right on the other video I made, Why ORAS Sucks. It was pretty dumb of me to make that video. I remember I made it, and the reason I was so angry in it, I was saying, oh, this metagame is it's a fucking travesty, it's absolutely terrible, the most anodyne, fucking terrible, shitty metagame ever, and I would call my opponents, oh, you fucking faggot, you're shit at this game. Yeah, I had very long string of expletives, and I would like to apologize for that too, because that video, in part, was pretty immature of me. It really was. I should not have made that video when I was so angry about me, because I remember part of the reason I was angry. I don't remember if I think I was probably having a bad day, and I was trying to record, and I failed like 5 times because I got stalled, and I'm gonna record that, and I got lucked completely, and I didn't want to start it off with like a terrible loss of me getting lucked, and then I got terrible matchup, and I couldn't win, and then the 4th time I was just like, this is fucking infuriating. I just hate this metagame so much, and I went off on this long string, and admittedly, it was pretty cringeworthy. And I'm gonna probably, I think I privated the Villicify video, because in all honesty, I don't want those two videos to be out there, as in, drawing attention away from my YouTube's other real content, because I consider those two videos to be pretty just me being angry, almost a contrived anger, because it's pretty ridiculous. I don't know how many of you know me personally, not personally in real life, but as a friend on Smogon, but I do get very heated after I lose games. But I cool down, and I go on this, he lucked me, god damn it, fuck him, he's so bad. But I calm down, and I don't hold on to this anger forever. Even though I may seem like I'm an angry guy, I kind of am. I'll admit that. I'll say that I'm definitely a little more inclined to a more angry reaction. But I'm not going to go out there and say, this is me all the time, because it's not. Am I pissed about a lot of stuff? Am I frustrated about a lot of stuff? Do certain things really just get a rise out of me? Including this game and this metagame, which I'll say it, I don't like this metagame, but that's not what the video is about. I forget what I was saying. But no, that's not me. Okay, remember, that's not me. That's not me in those videos. I was just angry when I was specifically angry when I made both of them. And like I said, the Villicify one, the rage might have even been a bit contrived. Not 100% genuine, because just to be angry for the fuck of it, to provoke a reaction. And it wasn't the smartest thing of me, for me. And I see comments saying this is immature, PDC, this is stupid, this is dumb. Why would you ever, post something like this? This is stupid. This is cringeworthy. You're just cursing and calling your opponents faggots. I don't even use the word faggot anymore. Unless I get if I get really angry and I'm just not thinking, I may use it. Because, I've used it when I was in, middle school and stuff like that, and I guess in my earlier videos too, but, I realized that, the same thing with I'm gonna say it here, because it's in proper context, but the word retard. I don't like using those words anymore, It's not because it offends me, it's because I know that it can hurt other people. When I say this is retarded, there are people out there who have mental retardation, and people bastardize the word from a medical term to describe disabilities to, oh, this shit is stupid, no, this shit is retarded, and that, I realize that has an impact on people. And as I go and walk around high school, I'm not in school right now, thank God, but I have to go back to it in I don't know, 15 days, something like that. But this is not about, actually no, this is about high school, what I'm going to talk about here. And I hear people making jokes about these stereotypes and racism, and I say, oh, that's retarded, or, yeah, this faggot, and then I kind of sit there and I'm like, I know gay people, I know people who are minorities, who these jokes are about, I am aware, my mother used to work for people who had mental disabilities, who these people call, oh, that's retarded, and I think, that's not right. It's not right to do that. It's not right to use these words. It's because, even if it doesn't hurt you, think about it. Is it hurting somebody else? And a lot of the whole middle school thing growing up is being this offensive. Ooh, did I offend you? Yeah, you're a bitch. And then realizing, that's not very nice. It's not who you should strive to be. And that's why, like I said in my earlier videos, not earlier videos, earlier isn't a couple months ago maybe, I don't remember the exact time, that, I should probably not use these words, because, I realized this a while back, but I kind of just pushed in the back of my mind, I don't really dislike these groups of people, but I still use these words. And then now I'm kind of yeah, this is dumb. Is there really a situation where I could use the word fag, and it's gonna be infinitely more fitting in context than fuck or shit or any other wide vocabulary word I know that can describe something that is stupid or someone who's a bad person? Because when you use that word in the context and take that slang, you're using it in the context where, the definition, oh, it's a bag of sticks. No, it's a bastardized word, that was taken, which originally meant something different, and it's bastardized. I don't know the actual history behind that. I don't know why, and I don't really care to know the history why. I just know what it means, and I know that it hurts people, and I've kind of cut down on that stuff. And that's just, for some reason, this is turning into a preachy social justice warrior video, and it's not a jab at social justice warriors. Keep doing your thing, because I gotta say, there's a lot of injustice in America and around the world, and I don't know, I kind of like the SJW kind of movement. I really do. I consider myself now more of a part of that, because the more time I spend on Reddit, the more I realize that, and the internet in general, that, God, this place is terrible. And to be honest, I think the Pokemon community, at least on Smogon, is rather accepting. Because, for one, our senior staff is I'd say it's more than, I don't know if it's more than, I think it's more than half homosexual. Which is really cool to know that, yes, it's a Pokemon website, but it's a big Pokemon website, and it's kind of cool to see, all these diverse people in the community. I'm sure we have transgenders. I can't think of any right now. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There was one user, I think Moons or something. I really couldn't tell you. I don't really know that much of that many people. Although Wild Chase is transgender now. I just figured that out today. I'm like, huh, good for him. Good for him, because there's really, especially recently, I don't know how recent his transformation is. I never really watched his videos. But especially with the climate in America right now, with this whole, you know, oh, I think we're kind of past that now, but oh, transgenders in bathrooms and yeah, it's stupid. They're just another person. Don't label them. They are who they are, and that's it. It's dumb. I don't know where the outrage even came from. I assume it's from conservative groups and governors and states and lawmakers who say, "Oh, this is ridiculous. How could this even happen in my state? People, sacrilegious. Oh my God, it's the worst thing ever that happened." And you know, it gets into such a vitriolic environment, and it goes from bad to worse, and you have these absolutely acrimonious discussions, and it just is so ridiculous what I see, you know. And my family didn't know, watches Fox News, and I see all these debates. It happened when gay marriage was legalized. Oh, Fox News, oh, this is illegal, you can't do this, this is illegal, and this stuff happens, and it makes me think how stupid I kind of was to be and to say those things, because I realize that, you know, even though I may never have held any prejudice against these people, using those words that people who do have prejudice against them use, it's, you know, not like V or X, I mean specific slang words that people who dislike and protest against these groups use. It makes you think, you know, I'm not doing the right thing by using these words. Yeah, I don't mean that definition of it. I mean an annoying person when I say it, but, you know, it's not good to say. It's not something you should be saying. If you see these hate groups going and saying, "Oh, these faggots have rights now," and then you say faggot, and you're like, you know, this doesn't feel right. You know, that's what I felt like. You know, there I can use plenty of different words, and, you know, I can use plenty of different phrases to describe a pathetic person. I don't need to go out of my way and go, "Oh, this, you know, faggot, fuck him." It's ridiculous. It really is, and I feel like it's ridiculous. There's nothing else to say. But this is getting off track. I should probably make a specific video for this, because this is a Pokemon channel, not a political channel. As much as I like to intertwine politics with Pokemon. What the hell am I saying? Politics and Pokemon. Pokemon Go, though. I think I had a video where I ranted about how the news is like demonizing Pokemon, but that's I don't know. I think I made that video. It might even be on one of my Let's Play parts. But point is, why ORAS sucks is probably one of my worst videos, just because of how immature it was, and I was the main point of the video, and I wanted to, I guess, say I'm sorry for that. It's not like I'm gonna stop cursing or stop saying, "Oh, this is bullshit, this guy's so unlucky, how the hell did I lose to this terrible player?" No, that's not what I'm saying, because that's like half the channel, me just getting angry at the ladder, because God, it's painful sometimes. But I am saying it won't be done in that way, and this was a year ago, and I don't think I've done a video like that since I posted that one. But that's probably it. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really need to talk about. I really don't think there is, because I can't really think of anything else. I really can't. I guess the one more thing I could say, I already said this in the video, but the smoking community is pretty accepting. You have a lot of immature and stupid people in there, yeah, sure, but from what I've seen, generally speaking, it's a rather intelligent community, and the people I've met, they're pretty damn tolerable. Tolerable? That's tolerant, not tolerable. So, oh, I tolerate them. No, that's... Yeah. Anyway. Point is, it's far better to be in an environment where it's... Then again, smoking has gotten pretty vitriolic. You see, now I'm going to be second-guessing myself. Anyway, I'd say the community at large has a very accepting user base of lifestyles, even though internally we disagree and often have struggles of authority and stuff like that. It's, generally speaking, because when it comes to issues, social issues, smoking is very accepting. Although, I mean, the acrimony it's rather palpable when you really come to like the tournament decisions and stuff like that. And I'll have to talk about this another time, but the amount of privilege I have because I'm a tournament player is crazy. I swear to God. And I mean that it's crazy. Like, I can just, I'm not like, oh, the mods treat me better. No, that's not what I mean. I mean that I can just ask people for teams and they'll give me teams. Just because I'm a tournament player who's recognized as a good or great player, which is pretty, it's just because you have connections. And I've been told by that from people who are new to Smogon, like, I don't even need to be friends with some people to just say, to know they're good at the tier, and I go up to them and I say, hey, can you give me some teams for Grand Slam? And they'll do it. Now, albeit I did get most of my teams from good friends like Teal and Pearl, and some other people too. But and then Zamrock. Zamrock gave me a couple teams, but they weren't his. But the point is, it's good to know. Not good to know. It's kind of bad, but it's just how it is. Popular people get a better treatment from the community, but that's a lot of the reason how I can get so many teams. I can just ask any person for it. I've been rejected a couple times, which is completely understandable. It's not like, oh, give me teams because I deserve it because I'm a good tour player. That's a ridiculous mentality, but I don't even know how we got on the subject. But the point is that I'm surprised how easy it is. Like, for people who are new to Smogon and new to the tournament scene and want to participate in Grand Slam, they either have to use the pretty abhorrent sample teams, and not even abhorrent just because they're bad intrinsically, but because they're old and they're outdated and they're just and they're well known, and it's so I'll tell you, the first thing I do when I start up a game, I know this is bad, in Grand Slam, is I look through the sample teams thread, and I'm like, huh. And sometimes I find the teams, I'm like, oh, well, good game, I win this one, don't I? And it's really a blessing to have people who just give you any team you want, pretty much. It's a blessing, it really is. It is. That's why being well known in the community and recognized as a good, I could not do this like 2 years ago before I went great, before I was like SPL Superstar and I did great in World Cup and I did great in Smogon Tour and other tournaments and stuff. I couldn't do this. There was no way I could do this prior to this. And that's just how it is. I feel bad for new players who have, like, in Smogon, let's say you want to compete in Smogon Tour, but you've never played Gen 4. You're a newer player. And you're like, I can't just ask somebody for a team. Like, maybe you have friends, but they're probably not very good players because you're just a new player, you know? Maybe you didn't befriend the people who are top-tier tournament players. You can't. It feels intimidating to just ask somebody who knows a really good player, just, hey, I'm starting out playing competitive Pokemon. Can you give me a good team? And these guys are not the nicest people either. I mean, like I said, you know, the community's accepting and stuff, but when it really comes down to it, a lot of people aren't eager to just give their teams away. And it really shows when you really are like a new player and how harsh the environment is and how hard it is to really get integrated. Sorry for the pause there, but I had to close the door. But I think this is a whole nother subject, a whole other thing that I'll do in a later video. I don't want this video to be too long, so you know what, I might even just cut part of this out. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be an actual video. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Maybe I'll talk about, I might make a talking video about competitive Sun and Moon next, because I haven't even talked about that. Okay, goodbye guys. Thanks for watching.